Movement in two legal cases where former attorney Alex Murdaugh will get a new trial after his murder convictions were overturned, and what led the South Carolina Supreme Court to make this decision. Plus, the former town manager of Pilot Mountain now has a court date when Michael Boaz is expected to face a judge. Plus, Republican state lawmakers are one step closer to finalizing a budget, what the framework includes and its impact on your wallet. Plus, how Democrats are reacting to this proposal. And a settlement reached in the Winston-Salem fertilizer plant fire 4 years later, when business owners impacted by the smoke and flames can learn how to file a claim.
President Trump arriving in China today for his closely watched summit with President Xi. He's looking to bring more American business into China, though the war with Iran hangs over the meeting. I'm Alice Barr in Washington with the latest details coming up.
We begin with that breaking news. Former attorney Alex Murdaugh has been granted a new murder trial. It comes after the South Carolina Supreme Court overturned his convictions and sentence for the killings of his wife and youngest son. The High Court ruled that a court clerk influenced the trial by suggesting to jurors that Murdaugh might lie while testifying in his own defense. His lawyers had argued this prevented a fair trial. Murdaugh denied the killings since finding his wife and son dead in 2021. With this update, he won't be released from prison. Now to more breaking news. A court date has been set for the former town manager of Pilot Mountain, who's accused of misusing taxpayer dollars. Court documents say Michael Boaz will face a judge on June 15th. He is facing embezzlement charges. This week, the state auditor says Boaz made 800 illegal purchases on his town-issued credit card between January of 2022 and November of 2024. That included spending over $300,000 on non-related food, ammunition, electronics, transportation, gift cards, as well as personal travel. Well, right now in Greensboro, part of a busy road is back open following a police investigation. Officers responded this morning to Boulevard Way. Our crew on scene saw a burned out car in a parking lot behind a business, along with clothing lying on the pavement. Investigators spent several hours collecting evidence at the scene. We have reached out to Greensboro Police for more information about this case. We will keep you updated as we learn more. The case of a woman charged in connection with a manhunt in Rockingham County will be heard next month. Proceedings for Megan Devaney will now take place on June 15th. She was arrested in April, accused of helping Daniel Martin avoid authorities. Martin is accused of breaking into a home in Eden and stealing a gun. That break-in started a multi-day manhunt. He was eventually taken into custody. All right, turning now to your weather as we step outside and take a live look from our camera at our transmitter in Stokes County. Very nice view out there. We can't say the same if we were talking about yesterday, Michelle. We know it was such a foggy day, but as for today goes, what is the rest of our day looking like?
Beautiful. We've got good sunshine. Now we have a rain chance that is looking limited again from compared to where we were even yesterday. The showers and the storms are really a little bit farther to the north, and you can see them here filling in as we look ahead. We're looking at that line, very thin line, in fact, impacting us potentially a little later today. So we're watching for this possibility of a shower. Doesn't look like we'll get much in the way of a thunderstorm, but we're gonna have good sunshine today, so that could destabilize the atmosphere a little bit heading into the late evening hours. And we also expect to see most of that continuing to hang out to the north. So we don't expect to see severe weather, hopefully, but we do have that cold front that's going to be pushing in. And with that, we're going to have some wind. So that should keep temperatures from getting too cold tomorrow morning, upper 40s and low 50s likely. And then we'll look at chilly conditions setting up for your Friday morning. So Wednesday is warmer. We've got temperatures today in the upper 70s. And then we're going to talk about a comfortable Thursday as we drop into the upper 60s to near 70. And then that summer heat for the weekend, we'll talk more about those 80s, mid to upper 70s today. We'll have much more for you coming up.
Sounds good, Michelle. Thank you. While developing this afternoon, a settlement has been reached in a class action lawsuit in connection to the massive fire at the Winston-Salem fertilizer plant in Winston-Salem. You may recall the blaze broke out 4 years ago, and it forced thousands of people within a 1-mile radius to evacuate. The fire burned for days, and there was concern that 600 tons of ammonium nitrate stored on the site would explode. Fortunately, no one was hurt. Attorney Gary Jackson told us a business class settlement has been reached for owners impacted directly by the fire. Now, a community information meeting on the settlement is taking place tomorrow at 6 p.m. It will be held at the Brown and Douglas Neighborhood Center on Indiana Avenue. Business owners can learn more details there, as well as the process on how to file a claim. North Carolina Republican lawmakers say they have reached a deal to finally move forward and pass a new spending plan. Right now, we're the only state in the country without a finalized budget. Now, here's what House Speaker Destin Hall and Senate Leader Phil Berger are proposing: an average 8% raise for teachers and at least a 3% raise for state employees. Now, when it comes to law enforcement, raises will vary. State Highway Patrol troopers would see an average 17.7% increase and 13% for other state law enforcement officers. Prison workers would get at least a 15% raise, while probation and parole officers would see a 10% boost in their pay. Now, Republican leaders also agreed to a proposed constitutional amendment that would prevent future General Assemblies from raising income taxes above current levels. Voters could see that on the November ballot. Now, lawmakers plan to get to work on the finer points of the budget.
This is a starting point. There's still a lot that will need to be decided and discussed between the two chambers, but this agreement sets out a good framework for us to move forward.
Proud of the framework that we've got in place. We think it sets the state up for continued success economically, and also making sure we're taking care of those hardworking state employees and keeping more money in the pockets of the workers of this state.
Meanwhile, the North Carolina House Democratic leader says in part, quote, "This announcement amounts to a framework of a plan, not a budget deal that is in writing. The devil is always in the details," end quote. And Democratic Governor Josh Stein says in a statement in part, quote, "If the final budget actually includes real salary increases, it would be welcome. The proof, however, will be in the pudding," end quote. There's no timeline on when the two chambers will vote on this budget.